Sorry about that. I have returned.
Our first contact with another species came not from the Federation, but from this sector, Ferenginar, to be precise. While the Ferengi have not always been the best of neighbors, they have provided us with valuable data on this sector. For a price, of course.
We've arrived on the outskirts of the system. There's a large field of rocky debris and asteroids.
We've already done this, so it's gonna not take very long.
Readings coming in now. Sensors are picking up some movement on the far side of the asteroid. Not simple orbiting debris either. Cosmozoans! We've adjusted our power systems. An excellent... Data's coming in. We're getting close-up readings from all of the creatures. They're treating us like one of their own. They're trying to talk to us with their radio waves. That was...
That was cool.
There are signs that several Gethli... There's some kind of... Sensors are reading a swarm of comets. This comet is mostly ice.
took the sample.
Holding the comet let us get some deep. It's like ice. These comets. Probe data received. The planet is radiating a considerable amount of heat for its size. Nothing our shields can't handle, but I don't see any expeditions to its surface happening anytime soon. Curious. I'm picking up several. Planet is geothermal in nature. Its surface is partially molten. No life forms detected planetside. Then again, it is rather warm down there. There they are. Magnificent, aren't they? The creatures are luminescent ovoids? Not sure how to describe them. They remind me of an aquatic life form native to Lucari Prime. There are little ones huddling close to the planet's atmosphere. They must use the heat and the planet's electrical discharges to survive. Interesting. These life forms were encountered by the USS Enterprise D on Deneb 4, someplace called Farpoint Station. They haven't been seen anywhere else since. We shouldn't harm them or their young. Let's transmit a greeting, then be on our way. The color display must be a form of communication. I didn't realize that life forms could exist in this fashion, living off the heat of planets, feeding on the particles in space, absorbing radiation from the cosmos. There's so much to see. Let's head to the next planet in the system and see what's there. Are you seeing this? My sensors indicate this planet is completely devoid of any organic material, and yet it has a breathable atmosphere and lies well within the system's habitable zone. Most curious.
Agreed. I think we should move closer.
I'm picking up residual levels of radiation. Oh my. I believe I know what happened to this world. Some kind of proto-matter wave happened here.
Well, a wait, but that's dangerous and unstable.
Not if you know how to resolve the chaotic turbulence with a tarfine reduction. This was a recent event. Some kind of proto-matter incident happened, and it wiped out all life on the planet. I think we should send an away team down to learn more.
Yeah, be down and see what happened. Need to the planet.
Oh, not sure I'll ever get used to transporters. Let's see. Initial scans suggest this area used to be inhabited, but I can't find a single trace of organic matter. None. I see some carvings on those canyon walls. Let's take a look.
The pillar near the canyon wall looks interesting as well.
The walls of this canyon were worked by tools. I'm sure of it. Sentient life forms lived here. Until the proto-matter detonation. This pillar here. It seems to be a sign pointing to that canyon. Perhaps a pathway there leads to a settlement of some kind. I'm reading metallic objects there as well. Shall we take a look?
Yes, let's follow the path through the canyon.
Look, there's some kind of large structure further down the canyon. Look at the size of that plaza. These people must have had quite a developed culture. Let's take some readings up there. This looks like a town square or ceremonial center of some kind. I see some murals on the far side of the square over there by that arch. I'd like to examine them. They might tell us more about this place.
Indeed, let's examine the nearby murals.
These murals depict people bringing some objects to this place. Crystals or gems, I believe? They built their settlement around this site. I believe it was a place of great significance to them. The next mural may hold more clues for us. Let's have a look. This mural depicts the construction of this large structure. I suspect it was a temple or place of contemplation for the people. The crystals were revered by the locals, perhaps even worshipped by them. We'd better have a look at the next mural, don't you think?
Yes, let's examine the next mural. Huh?
The crystals depicted in this mural appear to be growing for some reason. I wonder if this is a symbolic or literal representation of events. Perhaps the structure needed to be modified to hold the volume of crystals they collected over the years.
The crystal may have been grown through natural means as well.
Quite the enigma we found here. I suspect there's more to be found inside. Getting there will be a challenge, however. According to my scans, these pillars are connected to some kind of massive mechanical structure. Probably the peak of technology for these people. I believe it's some kind of opening mechanism for the structure's door.
Can we open it by deploying some kind of device or using a tricorders?
We could probably force it open, but that could damage the structure, and too much force could even collapse it entirely. I suggest we create a holographic forensic reconstruction.
A holographic recreation of local life?
Yes, it would be based on analysis of things like footprints, wear patterns, and local construction. We can learn what people did here, how they went about their lives, and how they made the device work. We'd be watching a replay of history, roughly speaking. Let's start by gathering information from relics and leftover traces of the people who once lived here.
Let's look for old tools, footprints, and that could tell us all about them.
The wear patterns here show us that people leaned against here frequently. This was a meeting and gathering area. Based on these footprints, these people had a stride that places them at about 1.6 meters on average. These artifacts were used with opposable thumbs and indicate a likely handspan of 22 centimeters. Strange. These relics should be covered with dust and sand, worn away by time and wind. But they're all uncovered. No organic matter left, and everything left behind in its place. Frozen in time, like
these people died recently.
Yes, the evidence seems clear. The proto-matter detonation happened only weeks, perhaps even days ago. We're going to need to make an accurate simulation to continue our studies here. I suggest using modified pattern enhancers to do this.
Forgive me if I'm taking long, but I'm dealing with leg issues. We will set up modified pattern enhancers in the plaza.
Enhancers online. The signal is strong and clear. Two down, two to go. That's three. One more and we'll be ready. That's the last one. All enhancers online and standing by. All right. The enhancers should give us a pretty good image range. Your tricorder can then act as the center of the network control for the enhancers. I can tie in my data to your tricorder whenever you're ready. Get a little close to the center of the square so we can see what happens.
Alright, let's get closer to the plaza and center so we can get.
Note that the alien is using the pillars in a specific order. They're making the murals match up on each pillar. Looks like some kind of functionary, priest or bureaucrat, I think, would unlock the door by turning the murals on the pillars. The top mural on each pillar seems to be locked in place for reference. We should follow the order they used on the pillar murals. If we can turn them correctly, I believe we'll unlock the door. You hear that? That's the first pillar set in place. That's two pillars set into place. Three pillars are locked in now. That's it! It's
A
working!
Starfleet
Well
symbol?
done! Shall we see what secrets this building holds?
Yes,
I
let's
think I
go-
see another mural inside the doorway. We should take a look at it.
Let's go check out the next one. Why is there a Federation comm badge here? This looks like a captain, a original series captain one. Real.
Wait! That icon. That's the symbol of Starfleet. How could it be here? In a Bronze Age temple far from the Federation? This is getting stranger by the minute. We should search the temple for more murals.
Yeah, let's have some more murals in here. Okay, is this if the Captain Kirk came here and
Those people in the picture, they don't look like the others.
they're from Starfleet, from the 23rd century.
Is it possible that Starfleet contacted these people in the 23rd century? If so, why would they keep such a thing a secret? We should head deeper into the temple and continue our search.
I'm going to search for answers.
I think the panel on the wall here can be pushed to open something. What is all this?
That looks like a creature.
Those inner doors across from the panel are opening. According to my tricorder, we've reached ground zero. This is where someone detonated the protomatter bomb. From here, a self-propagating cascade of proto-energy radiated outward in all directions, washing over the entire planet.
This have been a terraforming project?
Doubtful. I believe what did this was built specifically as a weapon. There's no new ecosystem. All life was eliminated. I'm picking up a residual energy signature here. Take a look. 16-centimeter wavelength with a slight kaon leak. I've seen this before. It's a byproduct of Zenkethi technology.
Zenkethi? Oh, lovely, the Zenkethi. I don't want to deal with the Zenkethi, though. I didn't like dealing with the Zenkethi. There's this. We're on a K-Series Federation D Space Station. This is a K-Series? Huh. Which one is it? As in placard. K-13.
You're trespassing. I'm claiming this station as salvage, along with everything in it.
Do I have to deal with you
Like
again?
This will be quite the vacation site. Experience life on the final frontier at Modron's K-13. But I digress. Unless you're here to discuss leasing opportunities, I suggest you beam off my station.
Not your station yet. I think I'll take a look around.
Careful. This old beauty needs some serious repairs. It'd be a shame if something happened to you, or the active stasis pods my men found on board.
Then I'll see to it that nothing like that happens.
Hell.
Fair warning.
Apple.
My Gnostic gods
Well.
are very fond of
What's up?
I'd be happy to sell the pods to you. Consider their living contents a promotional bonus.
Chief Engineer's Log. Supplemental. By my account, we've been hurled back in time to the 16th century. To make matters worse, we're a very long way from the Deneva system. None of our shuttles are warp capable, and even if we could get to Earth, we'd be in the wrong time. In short, we're stuck. There's nothing to do now but wait and try to conjure up a way to get back to the right time.
The fines for trespassing are quite severe, and I plan
Chief Engineer's Log, March 18th, 1570. Had a discussion this morning with security about our Klingon prisoners in the brig. We can't just leave them locked up, or execute them, or exile them on the planet below. Setting them free isn't a popular notion either. We're still looking for options, but I think the stasis pods we have in medical will come in handy real soon.
I'm dealing with this Kathy. Lovely. How are you, God?
Fine.
Amazing how good this is. I can't.
Chief Engineer's Log, April 17th, 1570. Today we visited the planet we're calling Draconis 3 to collect supplies. The good news, there's a humanoid civilization down there. The bad news, a potential Prime Directive violation. Our landing party was seen beaming in by some of the locals. We're hoping that doesn't impact their culture in any way. One thing's for sure, they can't help us go home. Their tech level is Bronze Age at best.
Trying my patience is going to cost you dearly.
Chief Engineer's Log, August 6th, 1570. The Warp Booster Sled project is officially a bust. When we tried to spin up the coils, we couldn't get a stable warp field. Yashvi and Arlington managed to shut it down and stop a breach, but the shuttle's impulse drive is shot. I hate giving up, but we just don't have the parts we need to make it work.
Ja. Ik heb eten.
Chief Engineer's Log, July 26th, 1571. Most of us went into stasis this morning. There weren't enough pods for everyone. 3 of us had to stay awake. We drew lots, and Yvonne, Sheridan, and I were the lucky winners. Since we're out of options, we've decided to go native and live out our lives under Draconis 3. Hopefully, one day our records will be found, and the people of Station.
Rule of Acquisition 431. When the shooting starts, let the mercenaries handle it. Handle this, Captain.
Oh, the Nausicaans are such a terrible race. Of course, they're the reason for Picard being Picard.
The crime is trespassing. The sentence is death.
Chief Engineer's Log, July 9th, 1517. It's decided. Most of us are going into climate. Those who stay awake, well, they're going to live on a remote part of the planet low and likely, despite the climate regulation. Staying near it is viable. When the supplies are gone and the remaining power is at the station spot, anyone left and is gone. Station.
Hey, where's the stasis tubes? Does that mean? Okay. There was stasis tubes in here. I don't know what that means. Oh, great. There's dead people in here. How the technology was back during Kurt's time, I doubt they survived.
I see you took out the Nausicaans on my station. I'll just add their fees to your tab. I do hope you're good for it. Otherwise, I might have to take possession of that pretty ship of yours. Come to think of it, I'll be taking your ship anyway. Whether you're alive or not when I do is up to you.
You're not gonna try, Damon. I don't think you like the results. Am I finally gonna kill him?
treacherous, but I never thought he was willing to kill to get what he wants. In spite of that, I feel like we've learned so much out here. And for the better.
It's often like this, Captain. Dangerous game, but it's over discovery.
Indeed. I'd say our first flight was a success. Now we need to share our discoveries with everyone back home. I hope today's events will convince my people of the continued need to explore and to be part of the galactic community. With luck, we'll do this again sometime, and soon. On behalf of the Lucari people, thank you.
I am pleased to hear that the Lucari acquitted themselves well out there, in exploration and in battle. They are not the bourgeois some think them to be. I'm sure the Federation will be pleased to know we have found their lost space station. I understand there were Klingon warriors from the 23rd century preserved in stasis pods there. They've got a lot of catching up to do. Now then, this Zenkethi protomatter bomb you mentioned. It is a coward's weapon, but we would be foolish to ignore it. We will use all means, diplomatic and otherwise, to learn its secrets.
Nausicaan torpedoes. It's Nausicaan weapons. I don't know if I need...
Serve the Empire well. The Lucari have discovered some unusual activity in an unexplored region of the Alpha Quadrant. The data suggest another weaponized use of protomatter, similar to what happened recently at Draconis 3. Another planet destroyed by a coward's weapon. The IKS Corps has been sent to assist with the Lucari investigation there, and I want you to join them in the field. If the Zenkethi are involved, it could come down to battle. If so, that's a battle the Empire must win. Serve the Empire well.
Zenkethi. Their ships are so powerful, I doubt we could destroy it. There we go. I'm probably gonna have to clean out my inventory soon. Here, share match here. What's... I'm gonna just... See you, mate. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I'm having trouble staying awake. It's just one of those days, I guess. Sunday's always one of those days for me.